Hello and welcome back to Star Citizen. Let me stand up again, because I seem to have crouched. Anyway, welcome back to Star Citizen, where the PTU build 2.4 has actually hit the live servers now, which was much awaited because it actually added the persistence to the persistent universe. Because basically before you were only playing for like a session. Whatever you did, it didn't really change anything permanently. And now sort of the main difference is that whenever you do one of these missions that we had already seen, plus a few new more.
We don't want any civilian casualties here.
What was that? Alright, plus a few new more, you actually get money now to your virtual bank account. Like you can see, I have 14,000 Alpha UEC. It basically included a sort of alpha version of the in-game game currency in order to test a few things. What can you use the Alpha UEC for? Basically, you can use it to go to clothing shops and buy clothing, because right now I'm already wearing my spacesuit. Never mind that. But you can also just go around Port Olisar in your sort of clothing and not in your spacesuit. And then you can buy stuff to make yourself look different. There's also a weapons shop here where you can buy different weapons. Then there's an armor shop here where you can buy different looking armor. Not that it makes any difference, I think. That's closed. Actually go to the other side in order to show you around. Unless the client crashes again. Yes. Let me get back to the crash point later. So you can buy weapons and live fire weapons. Yeah? But the weapons are sort of not persistent, I think. I think if you buy them, you only have them for a session, but they're not that expensive. And I especially like the poster here. Keep calm, carry one. Whoa. What the hell is up with this lag here? Oh. Well, it hasn't crashed yet. But in a minute. And in this store you can buy armor. Or flight suits. I mean, I don't think they actually do something like protect you better or something like that, but some of them look pretty cool. So there's that. Or if you want to look like a pirate, then maybe you want to try on one of these pirate armors and stuff. So that's actually kind of nice that you can look different now, because while you don't have any character creation yet, so that you can look different from others on a basic level, at least you can wear different clothing than other people, you know? So that's nice. Another thing that was changed around a lot is, in addition to that, they fixed the bug. Apparently it was a bug. Ships that you get via the Electronic Access store that you can use in the Electronic Access game modes are actually not available in the persistence in the persistent universe anymore. Which is bad for those of us who haven't spent large amounts of money to have all available ships, which is most people, I would guess, and especially to those who have a ship that hasn't been seen on refit by the designers in a long time, like the Origin Jumpworks ships, because they are very old, and right now the basic design philosophies are much different, and as a result the ship really underperforms. It has issues and all that stuff. So that's that. Now that I talked about issues, and also talk about crashing. Actually, I may just not be able to record this entire episode in one go because the server could crash. Basically, they have reached the limit of what their networking architecture is able to handle at the moment, and if it gets above that limit, then the server would just shut down. Apparently, these issues couldn't have been seen in the PTU versions of this, but now on the public servers there's too much server load. So there's that. There's the client isn't very stable. I've seen PTU builds of the client that are much more stable than this. So that's that. Another thing they've changed, which is why sometimes you'll see me thinking about what I'm about to do before I do it. They changed the control scheme around a lot, actually. So the basic idea is that in the past they basically they basically made the sort of first-person modes and the flight modes separately from one another, and as a result the controls were very, very different for something that was pretty similar to begin with. And now they sort of went over it and tried to figure out things that were similar in both modes, and if they're similar, then they should be on the same buttons. So that's what they try to do here. Let me actually go to the probe while I continue talking. So they also overrode that system. There's a few more missions, and because of persistence, other than the probe missions, you sort of make a name for yourself. Because I was sort of very nice to people generally around in my previous... I'll continue talking after this.
Hi, welcome to the neighborhood. Second class junior cartographer Tessa Bannister reporting in. I'm the eyes behind all the ICC scan probes in the area. What these little guys see, I see. Which, yes, means I can totally see you. Right now. Anyway, there was actually a reason to why I commed. I'm sort of not allowed to leave my post. Important jump point scanning and all. So, I was hoping you might be able to help me with something. If you have a second, could you check out these coordinates? Scans are saying something's there, but can't ID it.
Yeah, anything for you, Tessa. So, let's go somewhere. Should have activated the mission. I know, it was sort of stupid. Over there, alright. Huh. Oh, station's in the way. Now I forgot what I was trying to say. Oh yeah, basically because I was being a nice guy in my previous logins, the game sort of remembers that, and that I have sort of positive outlook on the game. Why is that still obstructed? Someone's firing at me. Well, your missiles are not gonna get me in cruise, so... Interesting. People just trying to randomly shoot at other people. Let me actually go to the most safest of locations, security post carrier. Crazy people. As I was starting to say, because I was basically doing the nice sort of missions in the past, the game's the persistent universe remembers that, and I actually have access to a special mission at Carrier. Because I'm actually here, I could actually just do that right now. But it's a little bit boring, so let's not do that. Cruise, thank you. So, I could restore uplinks, or I could do the scanning mission for Tessa. If I don't have anything in the way this time. Now there's a fucking planet in the way. Let's go to the comm array here. Sorry. Not sure why there was still obstruction there from ICC probe. There shouldn't be. Another thing that you do, or that you have to do, is if you damage your ship or if you use missiles and all that stuff, then you actually have to pay for rearming at Cryastro. Yes, in one of the episodes in the past, I was landing at Cryastro in order to demonstrate how to do that. I think with the Constellation actually. And right now, once you land, just nothing happens automatically, because you're basically asked, okay, we see that you're lacking a little bit of fuel. Doing a complete refuel would cost this amount of AUEC, and replenishing your missiles would cost an additional that, and I see your ship is damaged. Here's some repairable too if you want. So just blindly firing rockets at people is actually not that great. I mean, you can just respawn your ship, but there is a sort of lockout timer for that you also can bypass if you pay Alpha UEC. But
scan initiated.
Let me check who's here. Helios Strike. It wasn't the crazy guy who shot at me at the mission waypoint earlier, I think. So where's my trap? I want my trap. No pirates? Okay. Interesting. I'm slowing down so that I don't overshoot them. Because while the 300 series has a lot of issues...
Scan initiated.
That's another player. While the 300 series has a lot of issues, it's fast. At least the cruise mode is pretty fast. Wasn't that the guy who shot at me with missiles earlier? Is he gone? Apparently. And I got a Hornet right behind me. This is gonna be fun.
Contact. Scan initiated.
Stick around, and that's gonna change.
Scan initiated.
Now the pirates show up.
Contact. Scan initiated.
Interesting. Not sure what the server's doing. It was supposed to show up a while ago. Huh. Good thing I recorded this, so I can...
Finally, some easier out of here. While you still can. You know, don't ya?
Shit. I got a missile inbound. Guy? You're trying to shoot me? Don't like that. Might not want to do that. Because my ship may be bad and all, but I can shoot back. So I'm not talking, but I'm focused on what's happening. But apparently he's trying to go to the waypoint. Just, you know,
Contact.
quiet-like.
Scan initiated.
And there's a Gladius there. This can only go wrong. 3 ships enter the debris field in order to investigate a probe. Which of the pilots will actually be able to return?
Contact. Scan initiated. Contact. Alert. Systems overheating. Contact. Landing complete. Landing gear deployed. Landing complete. Landing gear raised.
Here's another issue that I already reported.
Landing gear
The
deployed.
landing gear is sort of going crazy as soon as you
Raised.
leave your
Landing gear
seat.
deployed.
For some reason. Don't know why, but tends to go crazy. Maybe it tries to say, no, don't go out there, they're going to kill you.
Stick around, and that's gonna change.
Also not sure what's up with that. I'm gonna hit up the issue counter after this. As you see, there's a lot of issues in this version right now, but having persistence sort of is fun at times, and it sort of it sort of disables some of the more asshat behaviors. But well,
Hey, Jenny, think you could head on back and whip us up a cup of something hot? I'm about to pass out. Got a contact. Multiples. Let's see what the ridges say. Not coming up. Forget the drink. I need you on shield now!
another interesting thing that you can do now that I think about it, you may remember, I'm not sure if I actually recorded this, but you may remember that I talked about rumors earlier that in the asteroid belt around Yela there were sometimes abandoned ships. In the past, that was in the past. Right now, they have sort of gone with the gimmick, and there are small debris fields scattered around everywhere, including at the Yela asteroid belt. And there you can get guns, and I think I already talked about the gun part in the past. And nowadays you can also get booze and cigarettes there that you can sell for stuff. I mean, you don't really get that, you just find them and then you get them, and then you get an amount of alpha UEC, but you can get booze, you know? That's something. Let me actually demonstrate that in the final minutes of this. If I find Yela somewhere, that is. Let's go to Cryastro. I think it should be on the other side of the planet over there. Yes. Totally on the wrong side of things. Right. Can I go to Yela? Thank you. So right now you can do missions, earn currency, and get clothing. It's not much, I know, it's not much, but there are fun moments, like when you do this guard duty mission at Caria, which is supposedly sort of to balance the pirates that have to go there to clear their reputation.
It's gonna change.
Seems like all of the possible introduction sequences by the pirates are sounding at once for some reason. Interesting. But talking about the debris, right now you have an easier time seeing them, because in the past when there were only rumors about stuff being here, it was difficult to see. Basically, unless there was some graphical glitches, you really didn't see them from a distance, and you only found stuff if you were really lucky. Right now you can always be on the lookout for all these green clouds, like the one that's coming right up. Let's investigate this. Maybe we'll find something. Or people could be hurt.
Alert. Systems
No?
overheating. Landing complete. Landing gear deployed. Landing gear raised. Landing gear deployed. Landing gear raised. Landing gear deployed. Landing gear raised.
Yes, okay. Not sure what that is about. Maybe the pirates are about to show up while I investigate the debris. Well, that sort of saves me from doing more episodes where I demonstrate all the possible banter. All right, this is just a gun. I mean, I'll take it. Better have a gun than not.
It's gonna change.
Not sure what's up with that. There's another crate over there, I think. Yeah, that one was the one I just was at. So can we find booze or cigarettes? I think was the other one. Was the other thing? That was too fast. Too fast. Slow down. Slow down. Okay. That one is closed. Not sure if you can do anything with these closed crates. Sometimes you just find closed crates, and as far as I know, there's no way of opening it. But I know you mean you can do the same thing that you do with Big Benny's machines and sort of ferry them somewhere in your bigger ships. I know people who would do that. Not me, but I know people. So let's also investigate this one. Also, the EVA part feels much more fluid than in the past. Oh, we actually found cigarettes. Oh yeah. Victory cigars. Something like that, probably. So for all of these, I think I just got money. No more? Oh, the game crashed. No, didn't. Alright. But as I said. Yes. Game. I think there's one more. Or not? Well, I think I got enough of those. So I think I should just have gotten additional cash. Let me check it. Yes, I only had 14,000 before starting this episode. I think from the one mission I got like 2,500, and I didn't get money. Do I have items somewhere? Well, there's one more thing that I didn't demonstrate here. But let me talk about it before I forget about it. They also majorly changed the way that you re-equip stuff on your ships. Maybe I'll just put an addendum to this episode where I go to the hangar and talk about what to do there. Whoop. Okay. Let me get on my ship. Thank you. Alright. Basically, in the past you had the holo table that was barely working, but it was technically working. Shut up. So
Alert.
now do I...
Systems overheating. Refreshing shields.
I have nothing selected, yeah. Oops, nope, I want to stay in the AR. Give me a sec. Not sure if I actually got money for these cigarettes. I've seen it work in the past. I have cargo. No, coming soon. Huh. Well, shame. In any event, there's lots of ways you can earn money. I mean, lots is like half a dozen, but there's more ways to earn money and have fun. And sometimes it has its moments, like when you get stuck at security post Caria while doing your duty, and then get ferried back by someone and other fun stuff. So there's you can have some degree of fun, but also sometimes it's, well, it's alpha, yeah? Nobody should doubt that. It's fucking alpha. How much money do you get for this? 2,500. I guess I didn't get anything then from the cigarettes. Maybe I need to sell them or something, but...
Stick around, and it's gonna change.
So I'm gonna end up this recording here, but I think I'm gonna be doing a brief demonstration of how to equip stuff in a sort of hangar session right after this, so I'll see you right back. Hello and welcome back to Star Citizen, where, well, I'm at the hangar, as I told you, like a few seconds ago, if you watched that. Now I'm in the hangar. I actually already did a few things in the past that you wouldn't see when you visit your hangar the first time. Basically, the first time you visit your hangar, you would not see anything. Let me just simulate that, because it's now removed. Basically, just see a whole big of you basically just see a lot of empty space and these points here. Basically, there's a sort of augmented reality device attached to your Mobi glass where you can tell things to appear there. Or maybe in the future they'll add something so that it actually just gets in here and not just appears out of thin air. But for now, let's just have our 315p appear here. Let's get back a little bit because I'm sort of blocking it. Now it has its lights on again. Stupid thing. Anyway, so now you have your ship spawned, like my 350p for instance. And the 350p itself also has more nodes where you can change your equipment around. Like you could change your power plant around if you have other power plants than the power plants that they come with. I don't think I actually have anything like this. I have no spare power plants, and you can't see. Oops, you can't see the quality levels here, which is sort of something that I miss a little bit here. Is that before it gets attached, I would like to see the stats, because even in the holo viewer, yes, that's the worst insult. Even in the fucking holo viewer, you could see what equipment was doing before you actually attached it somewhere. Here you can't. However, especially if you have a lot of weapons and stuff, you will appreciate being able to see where your stuff is currently attached to, if it is. So that I know, where's my fucking M4A? Was it at my M50? Oh yeah, it is at my M50. So that you can always figure out where your stuff's at. Like if I wanted to restore this to the default configuration for the 315, I would add the Omni skies on both sides. Yeah, I have one here. Then we would have one on the other side here. And basically you're just left clicking whenever you go near to one of these points and want to change stuff. You just left click. No hitting F or going or any other complicated stuff. Just once it lights up, you can just hit F and nothing happens. And nothing happens, no. Actually, something does happen. So let's remove this. So now it would be sort of in the default loadout if I remove the rocket launcher. I'm not going to remove the rocket launcher now, but one of the interesting things is if I remove the rocket launcher here, the missiles will stay attached. So let's actually do that for demonstration purposes. If I remove the rocket launcher here, then I don't have to refit it with missiles, I think. So now I can just add the rocket launcher again. And it doesn't have ordnance. I lied. Okay, it works with the decorations over there. So let me go there real quick in a second. So here I can also add some rockets. I sort of like the Dominators now because they do seem to be okay now, and those are the missiles that at some point in the past I thought, hey, I use my UEC that I got for buying the game to get some equipment for my 315p. One was the missile launcher, which I really don't regret, because having the missile launcher gives you other options when your enemy is more powerful than you. And I also bought Dominator missiles because judging from the description of the missiles, they sounded useful and just what I was looking for. However, in the past they have been very underperforming because basically their main issue in past versions was that whenever you fired them, they started at a speed of 0, and their acceleration was fucking terrible. And combined that with the slow amount that they could actually just fly, they basically exploded 5 seconds later, and at that point they didn't have a chance to go anywhere. The same system that I demonstrated for the ship, you also have at certain points in the rest of your hangar, so that you can spawn decorations. Basically, the only thing that would spawn if you visit your hangar the first time should be this thing, which is sort of your entry point to the electronic access stuff, if you want to do this in character. But if you want to spawn decorations, then you have to also add it. So I have a few decorations like this stand for Mustang, for miniature Mustang ships, and this one for a K2AL miniature that sort of is not really at the right place. And what's this? This is some flowers. Yeah, sure, I have some flowers. I also have an aquarium. Where did that go? Where's my fish tank? Seems to be attached to Southland, but where is it? Dude, where's my fucking fish tank? Dude. Not sure. It was supposed to be here. Normally, because of persistence, yeah, I used the word previously, stuff should just stay where it was supposed to be, but apparently the fish tank didn't. It was too awesome. Oh yeah. So that's it. Yeah, in the hangar you can also spawn ships that you unlocked via electronic access. So you can see my Saber here that I've flown in the past, and also my M50. Which also gives you some feeling for the actual size of the ships here. Basically, the 315 is way too big for its own good, because this ship is, from the silhouette, it's much smaller unless you're hitting it from above or below. And it can carry 4 size 3 weapons if you remove all the gimbals, which because I'm a stick user, I will. The 315 can use 1 size 3 weapons and 2 size 2 weapons, which aren't quite up to snuff. So there's that. Also, I'm not sure if it has more missiles than my ship does. Something that you may have to figure out by yourself if you do this. So that I just sentence. Something that you'll be a little bit irritated when you try it out in your own game for the first time is to equip the missiles here, because the missile launcher of the Saber is sort of way below the ship. So you would think, okay, I'll just crouch below it and then I'll just activate it and nothing's happening. Why is nothing happening? Do something! Nothing's happening because your character can't access his Moby glass here, because apparently there's no sort of possibility to activate it while crouching. I mean, technically it would be possible, you could just, while crouching, take a look at it, but it really doesn't. So in order to change stuff around here, you have to go out of it and then hit F1 to activate the Moby glass, and it will still have the weapon slot that you selected earlier selected, and now I could change this to a different missile. So if you want to change ordnance, because I think the I'm not sure which missiles they actually come with, if they come with missiles at all. I don't think they actually have. They actually come with missiles at all. They come with a launcher, but with no missiles. Oh, which missiles did they have originally? I'm not sure. It probably had something, but it was really bad. Oh yeah, did they come with the marksman or the ignite? Ugh, ugh. Heat-seeking. Blah. In any event, so basically with this knowledge you should be able to outfit your ship and have fun with it. Talking about fun, they also changed the flight model a little bit. I think the M50 suffered from that a little because it's not quite as much fun to fly, because it does have more drifting issues than before. Because before basically you had none, and now it is drifting, not quite as much as any ships as other ships would do for its speed, but you do notice it, and it sort of takes away part of the fun. So that's a little bit of a shame. So if I were to play Arena Commander games, then I would probably use the Saber full time and not the M50. Not sure if I'm actually gonna keep it around when the next tokens go away, but that's a discussion for another point. I digress. Well, that's the hangar now. With the new equipment system, I think it's more intuitive and easier to fit out your ship. Those of us who have been playing this before and had been playing it for a long time didn't use the holo table anyway because there was Holo Explore. But at least all these things that we did or most of the things that we could do in Holo Explore we can do now, and it actually works, which it didn't with the holo table in some cases. Something that doesn't work, in case you're trying that, is shields, because right now they're currently reworking the shield system, so you can't dequip or equip different shields, at least not in a normal way, and because all your ship stats are now online and not offline on your hard drive anymore, I don't think you can also do it via manual XML hack. So there's that, because the entire ship system is being reworked. So more about that in a future episode, I guess. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one.